Mm. Okay. So, as most of you know, Chris and I were away and spent a lot of time in the car driving. So, my hips are super tight. So, we're going to do a lot of hip stuff today. I hope you enjoy. So, come find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And just maybe close your eyes or gaze softly at the ground in front of you. Take a couple deep breaths as you settle in to this space, settle into your body. And take this opportunity to conduct a little body scan all the way from the crown of your head to your toes. Just noticing if there's any areas of the body that you'll need to pay a little extra attention to today. Maybe give it a little extra love and attention. And I invite you to use this opportunity to set a dedication or intention for practice this afternoon. And as you're ready, your eyes can flutter open. Bring your hands to your knees or your thighs if they're not there already, and begin to take some circles with the torso. Moving as slow or as fast as feels good. Just slowly waking up the body, the hips, the spine. And trying to connect to your breath here. And then take the circles in the opposite direction. And then find stillness. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. Exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, pull it in. One more time. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, pull it in. And release your fingers, flip the palms, press your palms away from you. Really stretch your forearms. Allow your shoulders to spread across the back. Draw your navel towards your spine. And maybe you take a little bit of a rounding in the back. And then inhale, pull your way upright, lifting your arms, lifting your ribs out of your hips. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. And then relax, release your hands by your side. Left hand will crawl out over to the left. Right arm reaches up and over, taking a side bend. Really thinking about spinning your inner left ribs up and open as if you're trying to shine your heart up towards the ceiling. And inhale, come back up through center. Allow the right fingertips to crawl out just a bit as you take a side bend in the other direction. And mindful of your right shoulder. We don't want it creeping up into our ears. Keep nice amount of space between your ear and your shoulder. Really nice. Inhale, back up through center. Open up your feet and cross your right ankle over that left knee. And we'll come into a figure 4 seated stretch here. So you can have your left foot as far away from you as you need, wherever you feel the stretch. If you don't feel the stretch, you need it to be a little bit deeper, you can move your left foot closer to your seat and think about bringing your chest closer to your shin. And really flex the right foot. Really nice. If it feels good, you can see I'm already naturally doing it. Sometimes it feels nice to rock the shape from side to side. And then gently release the cross of your leg and then cross the left ankle on top of that right knee. Find however close or far you need that right heel to be from your seat to feel this stretch. And notice how different it might be from one side to the other. If it feels nice to rock side to side, it's an option. And gently release, uncrossing both feet. Cross your ankles once more. Actually, reverse the cross of your legs to the awkward way. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, draw your palms towards one another. Draw your shoulders towards one another and pull the fist down and away from you to open up the chest. If it feels nice, maybe you look up slightly. Maybe you shimmy it out a little bit from side to side. And head comes back to neutral, gazing forward. Find stillness. Draw your fist over to the left hip and pull the left elbow back in space. Feel a nice deep opening in the front right shoulder here. And then inhale, come back through center. Open it up nice and deep one more time. And as you exhale, bring the fist over to the right hip. Pull the right elbow towards the back of the room. Release the clasp of your hands. Open up your feet so they're about mat's width distance. Begin to knock your knees from side to side. You might get a couple pops or cracks. And the next time your knees drop over to the right, leave them there. Go ahead, take a twist. So the left hand will come just in front of the right knee and thigh as you twist towards the back of the space. Every inhale, growing nice and tall through the crown of the leg. The crown of the leg, that doesn't make any sense. Crown of the head. And each exhale, maybe you can gently rotate a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back through center. Take a few more windshield wipers with the knees. And then allow the knees to drop over to the left and take a twist in the opposite direction. And as you're inhaling, maybe it helps to visualize breathing just a little bit of space in between each individual vertebrae to help lengthen you and create that space. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your knees together. We're gonna play with something a little bit fun. It's kind of sneaky core while rolling around. So first option is to hug your knees or just in the tops of your shins with your hands. And we're gonna roll onto our backs and then roll back up onto our sit bones, finding a slight balance. If you have to tap your toes down, that's fine. And then roll onto your back, roll back up, find the balance right on your sits bones. Keep going through here for a few more times. If you'd like an added challenge, you can bring your elbows on top of your knees and continue rolling like a ball. It's just added challenge of trying to find that stability with only your elbows touching. Let's do two more. And last one. Really nice. Tap your heels down, cross over the ankles, and find your tabletop position. I also like doing the roll like a ball because I like to roll on my spine. It feels kind of nice. And as you create a nice strong foundation, you're checking in, your hips are directly over your knees, your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists, fingers spreading wide. Inhale, we drop the belly, open up the heart. Exhale, round the spine, pull your belly button in towards your back. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, really press the mat away as you round. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open it up to your cow pose. And exhale, round into your cats. Bring the big toes to touch, knees wide. Seat comes to your heels, child's pose. This pose, of course, is always available to you if you ever need it, or whatever variation of it that feels accessible to you. If you ever need a moment to yourself, just to reset. And inhale, come back to a tabletop position. Let's do a couple of chaturanga prep push-ups. So we're gonna just hug our upper arms along our sides as we just tip our chest forward any amount, keeping the booty lifted. And then as you exhale, press your way back up. Really engage the core. Try to keep a nice flat back. As you inhale, tipping forward, almost as if you're peering over an edge. And then exhale, press your way back up. Let's do two more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. And exhale, press. Really nice. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Take some time, pedal out your feet, swivel your hips, whatever you need to settle into your dog. It may have been a while since you've been in a down dog. Your hamstrings might be super tight, so do not be shy. Feel free to have a generous bend in the knees. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomach. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Really press the tops of your feet into the earth. Scoop your pelvis down into the mat. And then lift your heart one more time on an inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, peel the heart open. And exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, firm the legs, kneecaps draw in and up. And in one straight line, press your way up to a high plank. You can, of course, come from knees. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Or hang out in a forward fold. Feet will be about hips width distance. Have a nice bend in the knees. Maybe your hands clasp opposite elbows. Maybe not. Maybe you sway from side to side. Take a moment to check in with your body. Take another scan. Notice if there's parts of your back, your shoulders, your neck that are fighting for dear life to keep tension. Fight back. Let them release. Let them release. Release your hands to or towards the earth. Press into your feet and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Head is the last to lift. Shoulders roll down the back towards one another. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot back. Inhale, the left foot back, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale, through bent knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Inhale, the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, left foot meets the right, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Arms reach all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, bow right back down, fold over your legs. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the left foot back. Inhale, the right foot meets the left, high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale, through bent knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Inhale, the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, right foot meets the left. Find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Allow the eyes to close. And just take another quick mental inventory, another body scan. Notice if there's any areas that are newly popping up as needing a little extra attention. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. As we continue to move through practice, we'll probably call out a traditional vinyasa of lowering through chaturanga halfway, and then inhaling for upward facing dog on your way to down dog. That doesn't sound like you, don't do it. Modify, skip, whatever works for you. As long as you're breathing, you're doing good yoga. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale to bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long behind you. Exhale, curl knee to nose, shoulders come over wrists. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Really press the mat away with your hands, and then step the foot between your hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. You need to double fold your mat for extra padding. Feel free, or if you have a blanket or a towel, that works too. Inhale to crawl up onto your right thigh. Allow yourself to gently sink forward into your front left hip, opening up the hip flexor. Reach your left arm alongside your ear and take a gentle side bend over to the right. Inhale back through center. Backstroke your arms behind you, interlace your hands, and pull your fist down and away from you. Open up that chest. Maybe your gaze lifts. Keeping your core engaged. Don't lose awareness. And gently release the hands. They'll come down to frame the front foot. Grab your blocks if you have them. And then shift your hips back in space, straightening that front leg, or as close to straight, wherever you feel the stretch in your right hamstring. Breathing here. Still thinking about having a nice long spine. Really nice. And exhale, rebend the right knee. Hands frame the right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend the left leg long. Exhale, curl knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale up. One more. Exhale, knee to nose. Press the mat away, hug the knee in towards your chest, and then step the foot between the hands. Tap your back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale to crawl up onto the left thigh. Just settling into your hips here, any amount. Keeping a nice broad chest. Right hand reaches alongside our ear, and then take a gentle side bend over to the left. Inhale back through center, backstroke both hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe take the opposite clasp of your hands. And as you inhale, open up the chest, draw the fist down and away from you. Maybe the gaze lifts. Release your hands to frame the front foot. Grab your blocks. And as you're ready, begin to shift your hips back in space as you begin to straighten that left leg. Breathing some space into that left hamstring in our half split, also known as half Hanuman. Hanuman is part of the like mythological gods in India. It's got an interesting story of running backwards. And then rebend the left knee. Hands will come down to frame that foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, left foot meets the right, high plank. And exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale to bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right upper arm, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right upper arm. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, knee to right upper arm. And then step the foot just outside the right hand. Spin the back heel all the way down. Cartwheel your arms up. Find a warrior two. You might have to heel toe your right foot back towards the center of the mat. We want our right heel, if we trace a line, it would trace right into the center of our left arch. Inhale, flip the front palm, tip it back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, right forearm comes to the right knee, finding your side angle. Option to stay here, or if it feels nice, maybe take some circles with your left arm. Just exploring your shoulder socket. And then find stillness. Your left arm reaches straight up towards the ceiling. And with the strength of your legs, inhale back up to warrior two. Really nice. Begin to straighten the right knee as you bend the left. Hands can come to prayer or your hips. Coming into Skandasana. You can lift the right toes if that feels nice, or leave them planted. Feeling the stretch in the inner right leg and really strengthening the outer left hip in this pose. One more full breath. And then as you exhale, re-find your warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, tip it back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale the right foot to meet the left, high plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left knee to left, upper arm, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to left, upper arm. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to left, upper arm. And then step the foot outside the left hand. Spin the back heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Find your warrior two. Make whatever adjustments with your feet to find that proper alignment. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale to flip the front palm, tip it back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, left forearm to left knee, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling for side angle. Option to stay here, or if it felt nice, you can play with circling your right arm. And then allow the right arm to reach back up towards the ceiling. Engage your legs. Don't press off with your left arm. Inhale, lift your way back up, warrior two. Begin to straighten the left leg as you bend the right knee, hands to prayer or to your hips, finding Skandasana on the other side. The deeper you go, the harder you're making your right outer hip work. And also the deeper the stretch in the inner left leg. And then come back to your warrior two. Rebend that right knee, the left knee, excuse me. Inhale, tip it back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, left foot meets the right, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Welcome to take a child's pose if you need. Just try to settle the breath, settle the mind, and check back in with yourself and your body. Inhale your right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long. Exhale, bring right knee to right elbow. And then trace the knee down to the wrist. Allow it to tap onto the earth just behind the right wrist. The right ankle will also rest on the earth just below the left hip as we slowly come to lower the back leg, untuck the back toes, coming into pigeon pose. So before we fold over, let's take a moment in this lifted active pigeon. Again, as you know, take your time. If you're sinking off to one side, grab a pillow, a blanket, or a block. Give yourself some extra support. And just enjoy the opening of your left hip flexor, the front of your left hip. And keep trying to open up your chest, broadening across the heart. And now, as you're ready, you can slowly begin to fold over that right leg, any amount. And if this is too painful, challenging for your right knee, or for whatever reason, you can come onto your back, cross your right ankle on top of that left knee, and pull the figure 4 shape into your chest. That's always the less intense option. It's the same stretch, it's just a lot less pressure on your joints. So, yogi's choice. And take this opportunity to really turn inward. You're shutting out the outside world if your arms are alongside your ears. And creating a little cocoon for yourself. Creating this safe little container to breathe and stretch. And slowly begin to crawl back up onto your hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And inhale, step the right foot to meet the left, high plank. Option to take a vinyasa, or simply lift your hips up and back and meet us in a downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Trace your forearm with your knee until your knee finds the mat just behind the left wrist. Tap the left ankle down just beneath your right hip. And allow the back knee to tap down and tuck the back toes. Take your moment to determine if you need additional support under your left hip to make sure you're not just sinking to one side. And enjoy this moment of lift. Sometimes it's nice to have a block on either side to help lift you even higher so you're not straining as much in the hips here. And as you're ready, gently settling into the pose, folding over that front leg any amount. And if you have blocks, you can rest your head on one. You can stack one underneath your chest so that you can just rest your upper torso. And just breathing into your left hip. On your next inhale, slowly crawl your way back up onto your hands. If you have any props under your left hip, remove them and then sit onto that hip. Swing your right leg around and cross the foot over your left leg. You can either keep both feet crossed with both heels close to your seat, or you can extend the left leg long in front of you, keeping the right foot planted just outside that left knee or upper thigh. The right hand will serve as a kickstand behind us. Inhale, lift the left arm up, find some length. And exhale, take a gentle twist over to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Uncross the legs, shake them out a bit. And then cross the left foot outside of that right thigh. You can bend the right knee and bring the right heel towards your hip, or keep your leg extended. Left hand forms the kickstand for us this time. Have a nice flat back. Inhale, the right arm reaches up, create some space. And as you exhale, gently twist over to the left. Gaze can come over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Uncross your legs, shake them out once more. Bring your feet together. They should already be together. Take a nice bend in your knees. And then hug your thighs with your arms. This might be enough of a stretch for you. By hugging our arms like this, we're forcing a connection of our low belly and our upper thighs so that we're protecting the low back, keeping it nice and flat here. If you don't feel any stretch in your hamstrings, you can slowly scoot your heels forward. But keep that connection, keep hugging your knees. And whenever you found a nice spot for yourself, relax your head and your neck. This is actually considered a restorative variation of the seated forward fold. Most restorative poses require a lot of props. I like this one because your own arms are your props. And on your next inhale, slowly lift your way back up. Bring your knees in towards your chest and slowly roll onto your back. Bring your knees with you. Give them a squeeze. Maybe rock a little side to side. Take little circles with the knees. Whatever feels good. Maybe open and close the knees. And then draw your knees in towards your armpits. Flex your feet up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. You can grab the outer edges of your feet your ankles, your shins, or the backs of your thighs. Maybe rock from side to side if that feels nice. And then bring your knees back into your chest. Let's do one final twist. Open your hands out to the side. And with control, drop your knees over to the right. Gaze can be over the left shoulder. Just a gentle spinal twist here. Inhale, engage your core, lift your knees back through center. And as you exhale, gently lower them off to the left. Gaze can come over the right shoulder. Inhale, engage your core, lift your knees one more time. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest, lift your head, neck, and shoulders tight like a ball. Inhale, and as you exhale, open everything up. Allow your feet to spread and flop open. Arms are by our sides, but not too close to our bodies. We have found our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow yourself to release all effort here. Just feel the earth supporting you completely. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring awareness back into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the ankles and the wrists. Inhale, reach your arms long overhead. Take a nice deep morning stretch. And then bend your knees and draw the soles of your feet to the mat. And gently roll over onto one side using your arm as a pillow. Pausing here for a moment. Just letting it all sink in. As you're ready, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat, leaving the eyes heavy. Hands will come to prayer at heart center. We bow our heads slightly in gratitude for practice and for each other. Take this one final opportunity to take a final body scan. Just notice if anything has shifted for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today and sharing your practice. With peace, love, and gratitude. Namaste.